Bonjour, welcome back to my channel. I'm DMC. I'm a tattoo artist based in Atlanta. If you'd like to check some of my work, I'm gonna put that below the link of my social media and my portfolio. I hope everybody's doing great today. Happy New Year. I am currently still working on the deck that I showed you on my previous video or on my live stream. Was it my live stream? No, my previous video on New Year's Eve, I believe I posted. Yes, anyways, I hope you guys are doing great. Like I mentioned, Happy New Year. 2025 is gonna be great, and definitely we're starting with new decks and so on. Anyways, today we're not gonna be talking about my deck that I've created or that I'm cooking currently. It's for fun. Remember, I'm not a professional duelist. I'm just dueling for fun. I am a casual player. I like to play on Master Duel and just have fun, you know, try new decks. If you guys know, when I get a little competitive, I play Yubel, which is like, okay, everybody plays Yubel, but I do like to test the waters and just see what can we cook, you know. Today we'll be reacting on one of my favorite Yugi tubers, which is Farfa. One of his videos caught my attention. So it's about a toilet drama that is going crazy. I remember last kind of reaction I did was about the divorce Yu-Gi-Oh, and I give my insight as a lady, as a female duelist. But this one caught my attention. It was brought to my attention about this video, which is Yu-Gi-Oh. His video is called Yu-Gi-Oh! Toilet Drama is Crazy. So we're gonna react to that. Hopefully next week I am going to post the drawings that I'm still working about Dragoon, because you guys know Dragoon is my husband. No, just kidding. I'm gonna be creating some artwork about Dragoon as well. I'm planning on doing a segment about creating cards that doesn't exist but will make it interesting. So I'm gonna be doing that segment, so hopefully I get that finished. Anyways, let's get to reacting to this video of Farfa. Let's get into it. All right, quick side note before I play his video. I'm gonna tell you really quick my background as how I can provide information. So this is gonna be a perspective of a completely like a biological woman. I was born like this. I'm a woman, you know, biologically. And at the same time, I've been in anime conventions. I've been in nationals of Yu-Gi-Oh! Nationals. I've been in regionals, YCS. Like, I've been in a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Events. You can go check back on my channels that I have a bunch of videos of my journey on regionals, YCS, nationals, and one of my latest that I went to Anime Week in Atlanta. That is on Atlanta, an event of anime convention. So I've been in a lot of events that I can identify or give my perspective as I've been there, you know, and what do I think. Anyways, disclaimer, I don't judge nobody. We're here to listen and give our insight. Anyways, let's get into it.
Off of the hellscape that is twitter.com, and avoiding all of the drama that has occurred this past weekend, I guess I thought I would bring it to your attention because it is kind of a somewhat interesting subject for Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, specifically women who are attending events, YCSs, in person. I mean, it's been an absolute show over there. You've had Elon Musk infighting with everyone on the right with regards to H-1B visas versus naturalized American citizens, bringing up this ancient old topic in this discussion about immigration, what skilled labor actually means, what it doesn't mean for people in the economy living here versus abroad, which is definitely not the subject of today's video, but we've had something of a very interesting note here. A fairly renowned right-wing media outlet on Twitter managed to pick up on Yu-Gi-Oh! Players as part of their newsreel. And it's always interesting to see how Yu-Gi-Oh! Manifests itself in the public sphere. Those of you might recall, Moist Critical very recently did a video on your Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel's divorce, over Yu-Gi-Oh. Well, here we are again in the news. It's never presented the positive, apparently. The recently Sunseed Jess, as you might recall, as the former European champion. You know, the Lokai deck is the one-card combo that everyone was so pleased to see. Well, she made a TikTok discussing about the experiences of women at events, specifically YCSs and major, 1,000 plus style events especially, and how that is to be a woman in those situations. I think it's probably for the best and easier to just play it for you so you actually have an idea of the context.
Being a girl in a card game is having members of the venue staff knock on your bathroom stall to ask if you're a girl or a boy.
Now, I've had to be in judge calls before where I've been asked to pick up the pace, but I will admit that I've never been half dookie into the dick. I just had someone go, bang, bang. Hey, you a boy? You a girl? Don't worry, this is very relevant, and I'm bringing this up for a reason, because we're going to talk about this in a sec.
Being a girl in a card game is also having famous male Yu-Gi-Oh players shout "What's good" from the other side of the bathroom stall in the female bathrooms.
What? Wait. Okay. Okay. On the females. So am I hearing right? They are in the females' bathroom? They're in the females' bathroom?
I'm joking. That was not me. That's the fuck no.
Being a girl in a card game is also having no bathroom, because the female bathrooms get so overrun with guys that you end up having to ask event staff for a private bathroom.
No. Okay. I'm gonna be reacting to every little piece. Okay, not every little piece, but no, that haven't not happened to me. Maybe I've been lucky. But on anime conventions, which is a bigger event, on YCS and all that I've been in bathrooms, they're empty. I'm gonna be honest, they're empty. On anime convention, no. I am aware there's a lot of cosplays, a lot of people, more traffic. But on Yu-Gi-Oh events, no. I have not seen one male yet on the ladies' bathroom, and you just walk in and see a guy there. I've been in one of the regionals that it's in a smaller community, that the bathroom is just one bathroom for girls and one bathroom for guys. And if I see a guy going into the girls' bathroom and it's just one private bathroom, you know what I mean? Like one door, one toilet. I would not. I know it's gonna sound weird, but I will not judge, because I'm aware there's more guys in this event, and probably I'm just like one of like 10 girls out of like 200, event. So if I see that there is a guy in the ladies' bathroom, and again it's just one toilet, and one toilet for girls and one toilet for the guys, I will kind of understand, because they're running an event. So I'm like, okay, he's in the bathroom, but there's nobody else there, Now, if it's a bigger bathroom, like a lot of toilets and a lot of rooms, and I see a guy in it, I'll be like, what the hell, But no, I have never encountered that, and never have seen, so far, knock on wood, I have not seen a guy inside the ladies' bathroom. But let's keep hearing.
Because of how messy and inaccessible it is. All real stories.
Now, after watching this, I would think that probably anyone with the skull of an average human being and not of a primate would probably realize that these are all fairly reasonable points to bring up, and definitely not something anyone will want to experience when they go to the toilet. Last thing you want to do is feel uncomfortable because there's sweaty Yu-Gi-Oh players around, and I guess judges banging on your stall here. So the topic in question is about female accessibility at Yu-Gi-Oh events with toilets. Well, naturally, this just makes sense at a Yu-Gi-Oh event, right? You think about it, there's going to be predominantly male. Let's not beat around the bush here. Let's not pretend to be something we're not. This is a boys' game primarily.
Yes.
That's just how we've been raised, and that's just now where the situation is logistically and mathematically. If 95% of the player base is male, naturally you're going to have 95% of the toilet occupancy therefore be male. So it's a shame that women aren't getting the spaces that they deserve, but it is obviously a problem that's worth discussing and bringing up. So what is the drama here really? Like, okay, sure, more toilet space for everyone. Good. Well, Libs of TikTok decided to run with this and
says Limbs of TikTok, men pretending to be a woman complain that people making it uncomfortable for him to use the woman's bathroom as card game event. Okay, guys. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Listen. Okay. Look, this is a very sensitive topic. First of all, everybody deserves the respect they need, okay? Everybody deserves the respect. If you identify as a woman, it's fine. I've seen on the females' bathroom, I've seen trans ladies, I've seen women, I've seen this, okay? And I don't judge, and it's fine, okay? I've seen cosplayer cross-playing, going to the bathroom of the females, and I don't judge neither. It's fine. If you identify as a lady and you're going to the bathroom wearing as a lady and you're going there, do what you need to do, and then you just get, it's fine. It's fine. You identify as a lady, you have the right to be in the bathroom. Now, if I see a guy going to the, identify as a guy going to the bathroom as the ladies, I'll be like, did you lost your way? But at the same time, man, social media is hard. I don't think they should, I don't think they should put this, because we have to respect people, okay? We have to respect people. I think that's the problem, man.
Frame it in the form of a trans rights issue. Yes, trans women or men being able to use the opposite gender bathrooms and vice versa, or not being able to use it. This is all feeding into the whole giant culture war discussion that people love to rattle on about online, which I don't care about right now, and I'm not interested in going into, because this is not what this is about.
Yes,
this is very simply just what the experience of a woman is at a male-dominated event is with regard.
There. As a woman, I'm going to tell my experience. First of all, maybe I've been lucky. I'm going to be saying the experience of the bathroom has been fine with me. Again, I repeat myself again. I've been to events. I've been to YCAs, nationals, regionals, anime conventions. I've been in bigger events. And I've never had, knock on wood, I've never had a bad experience with the bathroom. Now, maybe because I'm a little chill person and I understand that if I'm in a Yu-Gi-Oh event, because they get crowded and they're still females, they're still ladies. And if I see a guy going into the bathroom, of course I'll be like, what is that, right? Well, they lost the way, but I'm not gonna fight or something. Probably people have emergency. People have emergency of, like, you ate something and you have to take it, and there is a line. Like, I've seen on Yu-Gi-Oh events, there is guys waiting lines to get in, of course. And if you have to take a big one, number 3, then you have to go to the bathroom. I respect that. It's fine. Plus, if we are aware on Yu-Gi-Oh events or in national regionals, there is a time limit. Maybe you took your break and then digest didn't happen, or you were catching up with your buddies and time is crunching and there is a lot of people in the bathroom and first thing you're like, I gotta take the bathroom. It happens. Again, there's a lot of people, a lot of males, a lot of men and events like that, so you have to be aware. But I have never seen a guy getting into the bathroom, and I know for people that have kids it's a little worrying, but I have not seen guys like that. But if she mentions that she have seen it, then unfortunately she have to deal. But that she got me a little confused. Like, she said she went to the bathroom of the lady and then she saw a guy, so neither I'm gonna be asking, I don't think it's like asking, what's it called, staff for a private bathroom. We're human beings, we're all using the same toilet. Again, if there's more people in one bathroom, like the ones that are stalls, like that, then I get it, there's guys and there's kids, that's not good. But if there is one private bathroom, you know what I mean, like in a restaurant's bathroom, like one girl, one guy bathroom, then they can use it, I guess. We're time crunch, anyways.
To the toilet situation. Like, very put simply, this is all this is. But obviously libs of TikTok
if
ran
you guys
with
hear
this
something
as a
snoring,
trans
it's
rights
Mika.
issue, which was not what it was about. So after 5,900 likes, we managed to get them. Curse of Ra. Now, I did try to translate this to see if hieroglyphs were recognized by Google Translate, and it isn't. Finally, the first good MBT tweet. So this is a great example of what the difference is between equality and equity. Equality would mean that even if you have a male space dominated by 99% men, you should have 50% male and female bathroom spaces, which is not really how that makes any sense, right? Men probably should get more spaces for bathrooms at events because there's just more of us.
Exactly.
But here's the problem. Unfortunately, architecture doesn't really follow that formula.
Yes.
You can't just shape-shift bathrooms depending on the audience demographic, because one day you could have a convention for Yu-Gi-Oh players in a YCS that has 95% male or something like that, and then the very next day that exact same venue hall could have
an event
female dominated. Can I say makeup? Is that stereotypical?
No, it's
a
fine.
A female
We don't-
typically oriented type of convention.
Yes.
For mostly females that would be in attendance. But obviously the building isn't just going to shapeshift overnight. And there
Yes.
have been cases, specifically in NA, I think, where Konami
I
have
think
taken
at that
back-
point, you have to. Has anybody been in Buc-ee's? I'm gonna be honest. Buc-ee's is nice. I am not really tried the food of Buc-ee's, just the snacks, just a few snacks. But the bathroom at Buc-ee's, they're amazing, separate. Nobody gets involved. You just the bathrooms are completely separate. You're not gonna see somebody peeping down the toilet and looking at you, no, because it's separated. I mean, it's more money, but if something like that will be cool, but that's just asking too much. But for events like that, but. Anyways.
Bathrooms for women and just plastered over and put a men's sign on it because I guess it just made sense. The problem with that, however, is that women then get confined to other spaces.
Exactly.
Bathrooms that are further away, sometimes attached to the hotel, or you would just have to probably use a public bathroom, whatever the other alternative is. But it's not the simplest, easiest, most accessible option available compared to if you were just a guy. So people naturally have had a lot of, shall we say, opinions to be given on this subject. Why not make bathrooms genderless? Most EU bathrooms don't have giant staring holes like NA, and Yu-Gi-Oh events have men outnumbering women like 98-2, and it doesn't make any sense to have giant lines for men's bathrooms when women bathrooms will be almost constantly empty. So I think this is a valid question, why not have them be genderless altogether? And I guess, put simply, well, some women don't want to be in the presence of men. I had to start bringing coats with me when I played so I could lay them on my lap like a blanket after the third time a guy walked in to peer through the crack of my stall at Orlando Regionals in 2011, and apparently shit has not changed since then. Yeah, it's a fair question.
Dang. Oh, well, that's heavy. I mean, I will not bring a jacket or anything to lay down the floor or my laps because it's going to touch the floor, and the floor is all messed up like with pee and stuff like that. But, that's creepy.
But it's pretty easily
That's
answered.
minor art.
Some women just don't want to be in the presence of men in such a vulnerable position and state. Is this really a problem though? Like if the guy's bathroom has a huge line outside of it, why can't I just go in the girls' bathroom real quick? Like I'm not some weirdo dapping them up and they're just pissing type shit. Always eloquently put by DB Grinder. It's a fairly...
I agree. That's what I mentioned in a few minutes ago. I definitely agree. If somebody needs to go to the bathroom, there's a huge line, just go, it's an emergency. I get it. You don't want a guy pissing himself in the line. That's inhuman, but if there is plenty of toilets, then it's fine. I don't have a problem, but at the same time, I've never seen a guy walk in.
Innocent question, right? It's in between rounds. I gotta get to the next duel ASAP.
Exactly.
Time is gonna be called soon before it's a game lost potentially after 3 minutes of not attending my seat. I'm bursting, I gotta go. And I'm looking and I see at the corner of my eye, the female bathroom has absolutely not a soul in sight.
Get in.
Why can't I just go take a leak?
Exactly.
And it's pretty simply answered with it's a girl's bathroom and girls do play Yu-Gi-Oh! And go to events. Despite the fact that as a minority, it is still an existing thing that happens, not so uncommon enough that we have to eliminate the existence.
It says, brother, it's the girls' bathroom and girls play Yu-Gi-Oh! And go to events. It's extremely uncomfortable to just have a guy walk in and out of the bathroom's woman. When you run an event, you really can ignore the 10% to make the 90% feel as... Okay, if there is an emergency, if I am in a group of people and one of my gang, my team, they need to go to the bathroom, I'll be like, sure, just make sure, let people know, hey, real quick, I have an emergency, or no, just walk in. I mean, yes, but it's a huge event. Does anybody have seen the how big the events are? How Yu-Gi-Oh events are? They're like a lot of people. There is a few ladies, yes, a few of us, like us, or women that they are trans. We are just a few people compared to a bunch of people there is. So imagine all the people going to the bathroom at the same time. Just think about it. Everybody have to wait. No, if you have to use a bathroom, use it.
Of women's bathrooms altogether. It's extremely uncomfortable to be able to just have guys walking in and out of the men's bathroom, and when you run an event, you can't really ignore 10% just to make 90% feel better in this specific issue, which is a good point because it's about this issue of accessibility of toilets. And I assume, even from like a legal perspective, there has to be some sort of way for people to have toilet access when they are attending some sort of convention or major event like this. They fail to realize that they should be on Jess's side here. Zephyr, this is his 12-year-old daughter, constantly has to deal with men in the women's restroom at events, and she's 12 years old. Jess is talking about an actual issue here, regardless of the stupid anti-woke spin.
Yeah.
And this is something that I really want you to take away from this whole situation. This is an engagement farming rage bait post specifically designed to twist the narrative into some sort of woke versus not woke versus culture war agenda that it actually isn't. This is not what's really going on here. This is just a very simple, innocent discussion about women's toilets at Yu-Gi-Oh events. So yeah, as someone who's a father now, I can kind of relate. I probably would be really uncomfortable if I had specifically a daughter who was such a young age to be in a bathroom, a very vulnerable and private place, and to just have smelly Yu-Gi-Oh boys coming in and out of there. Yeah, it makes sense. Women and girls especially want privacy. If there is an event where there is known to be significantly less of one gender attending, then utilizing both bathrooms for the same gender shouldn't be an issue. Concert venues do this all the time. A Taylor Swift concert will have women use the men's and women's restroom. And I did try and fact check this to see if this is legitimately a thing. There are actually Taylor Swift concerts being held where the people attending them, obviously naturally going to be 95% plus of women, so the bathrooms have to accommodate as such. You'd see here from the article basically a big massive TLDR stating
Shout
that
out to
serpentine
Farfa for all the
line of women
details.
coiled around the men's bathroom all the way down the corridor to the men's bathroom. So it's a difficult situation. I think the solution really just simply comes down to making sure that whenever Konami hosts events and picks venues, that they pick venues that have an adequate amount of toilet space, mucho toilet space, to be able to accommodate a decent amount of women, but also a large proportion amount of men. Because again, no one's trying to pretend that Yu-Gi-Oh isn't what it is. This is a game mostly dominated by men and populated by that gender. Oh, and the reason I brought up the judge banging on the stall thing is like, I'm sure that judge had the intention to actually try and prevent this from being a problem. Because they probably noticed that there was a lot of men using the women's bathroom when they shouldn't be. So naturally, to make sure that men weren't using the women's bathroom, they knocked on the stall and asked if they could, make sure that if they're using that stall, they are actually a woman who is in the woman's bathroom. Okay, but that doesn't make it any less weird, admittedly. This is insane in all aspects. In the YCSs I've been to, they try to take a few of the female restrooms and put a male sign over it. I know what Europe does with the tell a judge you need to use the bathroom situation, because I'm 99% sure in the US it's just get screwed. I had my own personal experience of this a couple years ago, and it was like the middle of game 2. Absolutely desperate. I was completely bursting. I didn't know what to do. I just called the judge. Judge, I need the toilet. I'm absolutely bursting. I had the judge escort me, and one judge stayed at the table to make sure my opponent didn't mess with the cards or whatever. So the judge came with me, obviously, to make sure that I wasn't cheating or anything. Bring out the side deck spreadsheet, make sure I know how to do the turn 1 combo. It was actually just because I genuinely was just bursting and I wasn't really any issues. The judge took me back and it was fine. We got an extension. It was all good. I'm pretty sure it would be the same in America. I don't think a judge would literally tell you to go fuck yourself. They said, well, game 3, I guess you got another affix to deal with. Yeah, not only do you have to sit here and think about which time to hand trap your opponent at the most opportune moment, now you got to deal with a piss rare Fiendsmith engraver. All right, that's all I got for you today. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I thought it would be an important subject to bring up and just make sure that it's a PSA that, hey, if you're at YCSs, go to the bathroom that you identify with. It's really that simple. Most of you are men, so go to the men's bathroom. Using the women's bathroom bathroom is gonna make a lot of women uncomfortable. And I don't know about you guys anyway, but like, is this like a white people thing? But I literally cannot do a number 2 without a bidet. If I don't have access to water, I ain't doing a number 2.
I can do number 2 outside. I cannot do it's at home. It's crazy. It's at home. Always is at home, or when I'm away, I have like bad bladder. Like when I'm away, like when I'm out of town, like fly, you know, I suffer a lot because I'm like, I need my bathroom. Even in a hotel, so I understand him.
I don't know how you guys do this in public. Anyway, well, that's a whole different discussion. But
Yeah.
if you haven't tried a bidet, you are missing out. You're honestly on a whole different other universe until you've had the satisfaction. Just end the video. All right, bye guys.
Interesting. Okay, so this took a little turn I was not expecting. I'm gonna give my perspective like now, instead of me cutting off. I already cut off most of the video talking because then I will forget. So I was not expecting people getting kind of like kind of twisting the issue more about trans and identifying and blah blah blah. I definitely agree with Farfa. Unfortunately, there is limited bathroom. I fully understand in a bigger event, just like you give the example of the concert Taylor Swift. They had to use a bathroom, but nobody has complained about it, right? So my thing is, use a bathroom that you can, like the bathroom that you identify as. If you identify as a male, if you're a male, go to the bathroom. Also be mindful if there is kids, you know, events bring kids. They bring kids. I've seen on YC it's just a few kids, not too much, but majority are boys. But when it's females, I will love to have like the mothers to go with the kids. But if not, I fully understand what the kids go with their dad, and the dad is playing and the kid have to go by themselves into the bathroom. And imagine finding guys. So that is very that's a little, if we're gonna go to a rabbit hole, it's gonna get even crazier. But I'm just gonna leave it here. As a female, as a biological female, as identified as a female, I have never encountered a situation like that. Not even in anime convention. That it's crazy. Yes, I've seen crossplayer going to the bathroom. I am a person that I am very chill. I'm not gonna judge nobody. Instead, if I see a male, if I'm at Yu-Gi-Oh event, and I'm gonna tell you, the bathrooms, they're empty. They're never full like in the anime conventions. Anime convention, if you have been in anime convention, you know you have to make a line. You have to make a line and you have to wait. Both bathroom, females and males. So when I've been in Yu-Gi-Oh events or regional nationals, blah blah, I've seen lines in the male's bathroom, while when I went to the bathroom of the females, it has been empty, to the point that I can even take a picture and just pose in the bathroom. That's how it is. Because when there's people around, I will not take a picture. I will feel awkward just taking a picture and people are in the back. But that's how empty it is. There is echo, okay? So I will not mind if somebody just walking in was like, hey, sorry, I have to take a big shit. Like I'm about to die. My stomach is about to, or pee. I'll be like, okay, and I'll just walk out, you know? But also it's weird that there's gonna be one man and a girl in the bathroom by himself. That's why it's always good when the parents are waiting outside, making sure who is in the bathroom, you know? Like, hey, like for example, the daughter goes inside, right? And they see a man about to get in. They're like, hey, can you wait? My daughter's inside. After she's done, you can go in. Something like that. Because I'm aware bathrooms are very limited. And I understand we're human beings, guys. Like the beans. We're humans. We don't control our body, what sometimes eating outside might do to you. Or if you're drinking too much water to keep hydrated, you're sitting on a turn, you're nervous and you got to use the bathroom. It's completely natural to use the bathroom. And you cannot hold it, use the bathroom. So I don't, again, never had an experience of like a man going to the bathroom, but I'm more worried about the kids. So again, I'm a chill person. So anyways, this was a very interesting. I've been repeating myself a little more just to make sure, because it's a sensitive topic, especially when social media is trying to flip it and more about like saying that, hey, it's a very scary topic to find men in the female's bathroom, but kind of like said it like a man talking. We gotta respect people. It's a really good broad information, a knowledge of people to be aware, but at the same time, do not be rude. Like, this is all about do not be rude and listen to people at the same time. Maybe because I'm a little chill about things. I'm like, you know, if you're not messing with me, just, you know, do what you need to do and I'll just leave. But it's a very sensitive topic, you know, especially around this time. So anyways, thank you very much for reacting with me or watching this video about the toilet. It's always interesting to see what the Yu-Gi-Oh community have. I definitely identify myself at the community Yu-Gi-Oh because I go to events and all that. Even if I'm a tattoo artist, I think I love Yu-Gi-Oh. You know, I'm one of the things is I'm not a champion. I'm not really good, but I enjoy the game. I love Yu-Gi-Oh. I love watching people playing Yu-Gi-Oh. I love the community that I currently have. I love people when they do all these things, you know. I love Master Duel, I play Yu-Gi-Oh, so it kind of breaks my heart that Yu-Gi-Oh currently is having like bad reviews. Like, people are like, oh, okay, Yu-Gi-Oh players are like going through it, you know. There's like now the divorce, toilet. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, you guys. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Au revoir, à la prochaine.